Alright, it's been a while since I've played Rogue Legacy. I got the first 7 episodes or so down, but then had to spend some time away, so let's get back in the swing of things, shall we? We've got an assassin, a barbarian queen, or a Hokage. Weak limbs, enemies won't be knocked back, and gigantism, but dealing tons of damage. You know what? I'm a fan of the ninjas. I'm a fan of what they do. We're going to go ahead and pick this. And I'm thinking that I should probably see if there's anything else fun that I might want to upgrade. So to that effect, I'm going to go ahead and purchase whatever upgrades I can find. So now, I mean, we have the Lich King, which can allow us to max out both MP and HP pretty easily. It's just going to be a matter of getting their magic power up. And then we have the ability to upgrade Death Defy automatically. Okay, let's pick up a rank of that. Could be helpful. What else have we got? We've got crit damage up. Sure, why not? And the only thing we haven't gotten thus far is the potion up. But we've only got 49 gold left, so that doesn't really seem like something we're going to be able to do on this trip through. So, let's go ahead and enter the castle. Oh, I've been watching some other folks play through Rogue Legacy, and I gotta say, I think I was a bit lucky being able to defeat Kaider this early in the playthrough. Just because it gave me that boost in gold that I really need to be able to continue. And to succeed, really. Considering pretty much everything I've been able to do since has been a result of the great damage output and the great gear that I've been able to equip. Which, granted, I mean, nothing wrong with that. Not to mention, my ability to heal 10 health every single time I kill an enemy remains one of my greatest assets. God, I'm getting really annoyed with all these blaze locks, though. I'm just trying to get up because I think there's a treasure chest at the top of this room. Hopefully, I'll still be able to get to it despite the enemies up there. Though, it doesn't look like that's going to be possible until I'm able to actually kill him. There we go. Perfect. Now, can I reach that treasure chest? Oh, you gotta be shitting me. Oh, I can. I just have to jump at the very apex of my jump. A whole 150 gold. Don't I feel accomplished? Oh, boy. Oh, but here's some more lore already. Wonderful for us. I wonder what it's talking about. Talking about the forest? Fair enough. Oh, good. And that's that. Well, I suppose if anyone actually had the question, where did our noble adventurer poop? Well, there you go. You just got yourself an answer. Though I can't say that that was ever really priority for anybody I've talked to about the game thus far. By the way, I actually managed to figure something out about the game as I was looking at some of my old recordings. The no-looking objective could actually be accomplished by attacking and then moving backwards. The objective for Fairy Chest, that is. Granted, I still would need some other gear, like the ability to dash if I were to try to get something that was over a bunch of gaps that was slashing, because I don't think I can, I can't jump and slash and stay pointed the same direction, but you know what? There are limits to anything, and learning more about the game as I go is really the goal anyway. Gotta say though, I did finally buy the soundtrack as I said I was going to. I've been listening to it quite a bit, and I don't know what it is about sort of 8-bit soundtracks that's so appealing to me, but I've just always been really fond of them. Something about the old style appeal maybe, or something about the way that it sets up the tone of the game. I'm not entirely certain, but it's just so much fun to listen to, pretty much all the time. I've never really encountered an 8-bit soundtrack made recently, so made, again, with the tools of a modern day and age, but just with the style of a separate one. I've never really encountered one that I haven't enjoyed. Super Meat Boy, for example, I absolutely love the soundtrack of. The extended Battle of Little Slugger is just something you can get so pumped up on listening to it. Kinda helps you get through dangerous gaming circumstances. You just can't... What's that? You got a boss fight? Just turn that on. In a game that maybe doesn't have the best music. Like one game recently that had fully orchestrated music that I wasn't really into, Remember Me. Oddly enough, a game that I can't remember much of. because it didn't really stand out to me. I mean, the music sort of changed during combat, and the customizable combat system is something that we haven't really seen since God Hand, and the fact that it did have customizable combat was pretty much what made me buy the game in the first place, as I was always a fan of watching God Hand, and I was kind of hoping that we'd get a game that was similar, maybe equivalent, on PC, but that just didn't turn out to be that way, which is fairly sad. No fighting. That's a new one. Oh. I didn't realize I was so low on health. Oh well. The disadvantages of just getting back, it seems. Wait, how did I kill a spike ball? Oh, whatever. It's fine, I'm sure. So what do we have? We have a Lich King, a nearsighted Lich King with flame barrier magic. That might actually be pretty helpful. But until I get a magic regeneration ability, I'd be relying a lot on just finding magic lying around the castle. Or I've got Lady Chun-Li, the Hokage, with hypergonadism. And Blade Wall. You know, that might actually be helpful versus the boss that we're trying to get to, so I'll go ahead and pick that up. We're also going to upgrade Potion Up, because we might as well, and because there's something other than Spell Thief. There's another class? I thought I'd unlocked all of them. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I think I know what we're going for on this run. We're going to try to unlock the Spell Thief and see what they can do for us. But before that, I've got a lot of runes unlocked, but I don't have a rune equipped on at least one piece of gear. It looks like it's the cape. So I could get a curse rune. In fact, I've been planning on getting a curse rune for a while now, and now that I have a curse rune for my cape, that might finally be the one that does it for us, the one that we're going to plan on using. So, in fact, I think that is what I think I'm going to be going to do. I'm going to see if I can't save up 150 gold on this castle run. Or 150. What was it? How much did it cost? Something like 800? I was thinking of the 1500 gold for the new class. I mean, if I can get both the new class and that rune, that would be absolutely great, but I've learned to not expect too much from my gold gathering over time. Plus, everything is just getting so expensive as we get higher up in level that I really can't do too much. But we're already up to journal entry number 12 in the Prince's Journal, so there you go. He ate mushrooms. Within the mushrooms lie chicken legs. You know, I always kind of like it when they put... Really? This much? Okay, sure. Yeah, no, we've got one more journal entry. Oh, he did it. He got through Alexander too. He is on a roll. As are we, sir, but I promise you, before I find your journal entry regarding your conquest of the tower, I'm going to take down that fearsome beast myself. I mean, I've gotta. It'd be sad if I fell behind the NPC, wouldn't it? I mean, geez, that's just shameful. You're getting beaten by the backstory. Alright, just gotta be nice and slow and steady with the Doom Trits. The portrait enemies seem to have more HP than their counterparts around the castle. Same thing for the dashing enemies in general. Oh, come on, really? 90 damage right off the bat. That's not good for me. Okay, I'm at 4 health. That is not a good situation I find myself in now. I'm going to have to dodge attacks like there is no tomorrow if I'm going to have any chance of getting through this castle. Or this tower especially. Okay, so take out the Pyrite first. And I want to attack this Hulk Guard from behind, since he does have... Oh wow, that actually worked out fairly well. I guess my hypergonadism does not come without its advantages. Never really considered knocking enemies in there, but I mean, I'm even able to knock down Hulk Guards a bit. And that's pretty much unheard of for my characters to this point, so... Okay, gotta be careful of the wards. Take them out from the floor below, easy enough. Now, I don't have a Spelunker, so I'm not going to be able to easily find out where the boss is. I'm just going to have to keep exploring and see if I can't find him that way. There we go, playing chicken with a... Oh, jeez. No thank you, I'm just going to get out of here. Oh, figures. More lore. 3 in a single playthrough, can you believe it? I can't. Losing track of time, time stands still. Oh, so he's experiencing all the traits as well. Maybe the prince was suffering the same generational trait thing that we are. Oh, damn it. Oh well. I will not be able to get to those fairy chests quite as easily as I used to, and that's a pity, but I'm getting so much gold that I really don't think it matters if I miss a rune here and there. Though I think it would definitely be in my best interest to find this boss here pretty quickly if I plan on tackling him on this playthrough. In fact, I think that's my goal now. I just want to find the boss room as quickly as possible, since I can't get shown up by this random stranger or set of strangers, as the case may be. Okay, quite a few enemies. We've got a mini Alexander here. Oh, a Rage, right, that was their name, wasn't it? Oh, that was cool. Flew across the room, and then we got mimics and all sorts of fun stuff, and just shots everywhere. Shots are being fired, enemies are flying everywhere. Rogue Legacy. So what I'm thinking is that I'm probably going to have to focus on my survivability less in the coming days. Or the coming generations, I suppose, as the case is. Because my survivability seems to be pretty well and truly taken care of in terms of the vampirism that I have. If anything, I'm going to need to upgrade my weight capacity so I can get some decent armor. Because if I can get damage reduction in addition to the HP regeneration that I have, that could help considerably more than just getting more flat HP in the first place, since over the course of any given play through the castle, I'm probably going to find a lot more in enemy vampirism HP than I am going to find in chicken legs or I'm going to find in my base HP. So it really just starts to become a point of when is it more efficient to get armor than it is to... Oh. When is it more efficient to get armor than it is to... Oh, well, I'm trying to focus, but at the same time, this awesome music in the background. When is it more efficient to get armor than it is to get health? And I think I've just about reached that point. I'm going to check here for extra chests, and a good thing I did. That's a pretty easy one to get to here. That's an extra 400 gold or so. We're up to 4,000, and if we can defeat whatever his name was, we'll probably be fairly well off. Okay, got it the first time, and then back through. Oh my goodness, I made it. Okay, I wasn't expecting to make it, but here we go. Time to face the Will-O-Wisp boss, whatever his name was, because I honestly cannot remember. Something pretentious. Right, Ponce de Leon. This music's pretty cool, though. Got a nice urgency to it. Which is good, because this is a fight that you're going to be just running through a lot of from what I've seen thus far. Oh, shit, but I can't keep trailing the same path. Not to mention, there are no enemies within his chamber that are going to be able to be killed regularly. That's kind of a problem. I could get the one with eidetic memory and conflicts. That might actually help me out here. Savant. I'm pretty sure Savant trait just has me switch spells randomly. Could be useful. Or we've got a Savant with Dementia. Okay, and Dementia's just a bit weird for the extra enemies that it seems to show me. I'm thinking I'm gonna go with the ADHD Paladin. It's been a while since we've just seen a plain old Paladin, so it might be worth it. But let's just unlock the Spell Thief here really quickly. Drains mana from the enemies they hit. Okay, so that's useful. Spell Thief and Dispel Sword. Press Y to cast empowered spells. Holy shit, that is an axe. Alright, so let's see what here. Invulnerable. Okay, so it upgrades my invulnerability time after being hit, and it decreases the mana cost of spells. God, there's just so much in this castle. Of course, I've now spent so much that I no longer have the ability to get the Curse or Retaliation. Curse or Retaliation runes. Ugh. All that talk about what I was going to build, and then I just completely forget it in favor of just charging on ahead. You know what? Okay, fine. I'll admit it, I'm a little bit curious just to see where all of these things are gonna go. I mean, there's so many things in the castle that I've been wanting to get, just so we can see all of them. But if we can't make it to the boss and we can't get through there, then what's the point of unlocking everything? You know what I mean? Gotta say though, the castle is proving itself to be just as easy as I would expect it to be for our point in the game. Still, it is good for a couple thousand gold at the very beginning usually. And of course, the ability to just get up to the castle fairly, or the tower fairly easily. And on that note, I do think it was a good move on the part of the devs to make the 4 areas separate from the castle, if that makes sense. Oh, another bounty rune! Oh, forget the retaliation, I know what I'm equipping. I was hoping for another bounty rune, but I didn't think I would find one so soon. Thought it would be kind of like, you know, I have to grind through the game a bit before I can find it. Well, I think that if we do manage to just get our faithful paladin over to Ponce de Leon, paladins being balanced, I'm going to be killing it a bit slower, but with the more health, I don't know. It's going to be a matter of how well I can learn and dodge his attack patterns. 3. Damn it. You know what? Forget it. Tried to dodge the hit, didn't quite work out. That's alright. I can, deal with mini-bosses. Some free stats would be nice if you could provide it. In fact, I would absolutely love some free stats. So please, provide me with whatever stats you can manage. Wait, does Conflux no longer disappear when it touches me? It didn't look like it did. That's a bit weird. I mean, maybe Conflux got a bit of a buff since I played last. Though, I'd find that a bit odd. I mean, are they still patching through the game? Oh well. Managed to get gold. No stats for defeating that boss. I can only assume that you only get stats the first time, and after that you're just going to get a diamond every time you defeat them or something like that. It's a bit disappointing, but I won't say that it isn't helpful because, hey, I'm already up to 2,000 gold and we're still in the castle, so can't really begrudge my situation too much. In fact, I think that if I had to gauge my situation right now, we're going to be perfectly fine. All this lifesteal is going to allow me to get back to full before we get to the tower even. Or very nearly before we get to the tower anyway. Okay, easy 200 gold, just have to focus on the timings there. Timing is still something I'll admit, I fall silent whenever I'm trying to figure out something, and the timing of an attack is still a bit iffy for me. Especially just attacks that I have to kind of gauge the pattern of. It's very difficult to keep a solid tempo and talk at the same time. I mean, like if you're playing an instrument or something of that sort, then you can keep the tempo fairly well and you can keep the beat of, say, an attack fairly well just by playing along or counting along to it. But if you find yourself in a situation where you're not really able to... Oh, jeez, you're not really able to gauge the attack that you're going to be getting hit by very well. Instead, you just kind of have to wing it, as it were. Oh my god. Holy crap. An absolute stream of fire there. It's alright though, took down one of them. If you find yourself in a situation where you're not really able to gauge the tempo of the attacks, you have to kind of fall silent and start to count it in your head. Which does not make for the best viewing, I will admit. And that same bug where the flame appears if they start casting before. It does seem to only last for the duration of the spell though, so I can only assume that they create that object whenever the spell is created and then set its lifetime to the lifetime of the spell itself. It's a little bit easier than having it say go away if the ability itself is destroyed. And is he going to beat the forest boss, or is he going to beat the tower boss before I do? Remember being a famous adventurer. Okay, yeah, no, we remember this as well. This guy's very strange, though. He's definitely changing tone in his journal entries, which leads me to believe that the effect of resurrecting subsequent generations in the castle is not just one that we're experiencing, or perhaps we are in fact the adventurer. just not seeing our individual lives. I mean, we are definitely the adventurer. I mean, we, the player, are the adventurer going through, and we get to see all of the lives, so maybe the individual writing the journals is taking up the same sort of position that we are? It's possible, though unlikely, that they could essentially be the role of another player. I mean, that doesn't mean we're going to see them, or that we're ever going to lose control of our character or anything like that, though that would be an interesting interface screw just with what's going on. That was way too close, and I'm glad he started on a slope there. But instead, it's going to be interesting to see the opinion of what is essentially an NPC in the role of a player character. Oh, and we can knight him here. Maybe the Death Defy ring? Yes, Hyperion's ring. Okay, if we have a chance of defeating the boss, this is it. The ability to defy death once, and only once, might just give us what we need to survive. But, again, I have no idea if we're going to be able to take down the boss. My skills might, or my damage might just not be sufficient, and truth be told, my damage is what I'm most worried about here. By the way, I don't have to climb up to find the boss, but at the point where I try to get to the tower, climbing up just becomes habit, I suppose you would say. Oh, and we could switch out for Blade Wall instead of Conflux. You know what? Sure, let's take it. It's 15 mana instead of 30. We'll be able to cast it evenly with the amount of mana that we have at this time. And we get, wow, a Sky Chestplate. Wait, is that a chestplate that gives us the ability to fly? The same as the Vampirism chestplate gives us Vampirism? That would definitely be interesting if we started to find gear to that effect. By the way, finding a, that thing we just found, the Sky Chestplate, in, is a normal chest, which means that our chances for finding gear in it seem to be a lot lower than they would be for, say, anything else. Come on, Ward. Alright, bit low on health, nearly back up to full, but I think that that gold was worth it. If I die by one hit against Ponce de Leon, I'm going to be a bit angry with myself for giving that up. But I just have to remember, I have to go around the entire area when I'm facing the Sentinel here. Oh, I keep forgetting that I'm slower, though. Hokages are a lot faster than Paladins, which means that my normal strategy of running circles around him, quite literally, is not going to be working nearly as well as I would like it to. But I just have to stay clear. The fact that my minimap is missing during this boss fight definitely is a disadvantage, especially with the fact that I have eidetic memory. Oh my god, this boss music! Apparently I've never survived this long in a boss fight before, because this is excellent! Oh my god, how can you not win to this music? I don't think I can lose now that the guitar started up. It's just too cool. I'd be shaming the music to lose at this point. Oh my god, one more hit. I can't take another hit. Come on. Come on, PA, fight! No! Oh, the deadly... Death Defy! I still got the ring! Oh, shit! Oh, we were going hard. But I failed. Oh, damn it. Oh, that was... You should have picked the other child, Lady Teresa 5. You know what? If I had picked the Hokage, I probably would have won that fight. Damn it! Oh my god, that was so tense. So, hits all enemies on screen, costly. I mean, we could have a gay lich. Or a gay lich king, or a dwarf lich king with irritable bowel syndrome. I'm going to go ahead and pick the guy with Crowstorm, because we've never picked Crowstorm before, and it might be interesting. We're also going to keep trying to get one of everything here, but... I don't know. When I have a lich, I'm thinking that I might want to upgrade my magic damage. But then again, my attack is what I use primarily. It costs so much less for magic damage, though, because I've already upgraded my attack so much. And let's get our mana cost down a tiny bit. Randomized children. I can... Oh... Ooh, that is a nice touch. If you ever get a really shitty roll for people, you can just kind of use that instead. Alright, but regrettably, because we do have a lich, we're going to have to fight through as best we can. We're going to have to kill pretty much every single enemy we come across. We want to find as many enemies as we can, just so we can get that much beefier before the boss. Of course, the Lich is going to have a little bit of difficulty with this. Not much, but a little bit. Simply because... Here, let's try out Crowstorm. Wow, shit. That was pretty excellent, actually. Because the Lich does get that maximum HP from kills, as you all know. But since now that it's a Lich King, if you hadn't quite figured this out yet, and I can't remember if I mentioned why I figured it out in a previous video, the Lich King is useful because you can swap your HP and MP. And normally, well, you're just like, okay, so I can swap my max HP and my max MP. But what this means, effectively, is that you can get yourself more max MP. And on a caster... Wait. Oh, I don't swap it. I just sacrifice max HP to add to max MP. Shit, I'm now at 30 health. Okay. Sure. Let's do that. Take no damage? Don't worry, I think that most of these spikes would kill me at this point anyway. So that's perfectly okay. I can deal with a take no damage objective. There we go, got it. The Vault Rune for the sword, and... Yep. I sacrificed too much of my... I need to figure out how Lich Kings work next time. Because I pressed Y twice there, thinking I would just quickly swap my HP and MP between each other. That didn't work out so well. At all. Well, we could go with Sir Useless here. He would know no pain, though, even if he is an Archmage. Spelunker? With Eidetic Memory and Endomorph? You know what? Let's choose a Spelunker. We need to get some money. After all, our last descendant just managed to do jack shit for us, so... We are in dire need of some gold, especially so we can get that next bounty rune up on our cape. In fact, I probably should have done that way earlier. But, oh shoot, it has been a little while already. I think this might be where we have to cut off this episode. So we got a few runs at Ponce de Leon, though nothing solid. And next time, we're going to go adventuring to find as much treasure as we possibly can. Though, the cave's boss is really near us, so we might actually... Oh, and that boss is very far away. You know what? Next time, I think we're going to try to go down into the depths. Yeah, we're a bit weak, but we have a headlamp, so we're going to be okay. Until then, though, this has been PA. See you all next time.